everyone. Welcome to Barely Necessities. It's laughingplace.com's live discussion of Disney merchandise. I'm the site's founder, Rebecca Mosley, and our site manager, Rebecca Burbank, is with us looking very cozy and comfy in your Haunted Mansion PJs there.
That's right. I believe today is National Work in Your Pajamas Day, so I thought I'm putting on my Haunted Mansion jammies and
there you go.
Having fun with it.
I love it. And you look so cozy. Gio, did you go to work in your jammies today, or did you get dressed up and not join in the fun? Let's see, Becca, we've got a lot going on, and my computer will share it with you now because it's lovely lollipops.
Yes, I know. We've got the latest Disney Eats collection that dropped today at Disney Store, and as Rebecca said, it's lollipops. I really love the bright colors. Not quite feeling the Spirit jersey, but I'm impressed at how they realize all of these snacks into tangible items that while you can't eat them, you can wear them. I think they've done a fantastic job, and I really like that they went with a satin for this. It almost looks like it could be like a velour, but it is satin.
I'm a big fan of the color scheme. It feels very kind of I want to say 90s, like Saved by the Bell. Is that 90s or 80s?
I think it straddles both, but definitely 90s.
The way with it's that kind of electric pop.
Yes.
Feel is exactly how this is. And let's see, Gio's like not yet, and pajamas probably wouldn't work too well. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry to hear that. I can't believe it, but it is the 30th anniversary celebration of the Lion King, so they've got some merchandise happening over at Disney Store.
Yes, I think we saw a preview of some of this for the events that they're going to have at Disney's Animal Kingdom celebrating the film. But yeah, this stuff's now available at Disney Store. I really love it. I really love the colors that they're going for. And of course, we've got the live action film, but this obviously is the animated classic. And it brings back so many good memories every time I look at this, because I was like right in that age range where you cared about movies, you cared about merchandise, like just starting to develop your fandom. And I think this calls back to so much of that, and I love it.
Do you have a favorite sequence within the Lion King? Like, is there a favorite element, favorite part that really kind of,
I mean, that opening sequence is just like, you feel it, you kind of get the chills, and you're just like, it's the perfect way to draw you into the world.
I still love that as a like an alarm in the morning. Wake up to that melody in the morning. Austin joining in, talking about the lollipop. Yeah, that used to be the go-to for my son as we'd leave the park. We'd grab one of those lollipops, and he would get to enjoy it the next day. It was like kind of that day after item for a Disney trip with those enormous lollipops. So, they even feature the grubs on the Loungefly. So you have Timon and Pumbaa and a young Simba here.
I think young Simba is probably my favorite iteration of Simba. Like, I really like that first half of the film.
Yeah.
It's a little more playful, a little less heart-wrenching.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think for me, when I think of the Lion King, I tend to go like just where I end up is PhilharMagic. And that sequence, I just can't wait to be king. And then the way the animals layer out towards you, and that, using that 3D imagery. Like I say, for whatever reason, if you mention the Lion King first, that sequence from the beginning of the film comes, and then I instantly go to PhilharMagic. I like don't even stay within the movie. So that's but then again, I think because Lion King Celebration was such a huge part of my early day, my early annual pass holder days at Disneyland. An amazing parade. Did you ever get to see it, Becca? I don't know what years you visited Disneyland.
No, I didn't get to Disneyland until well after, so I did not get to enjoy any of that.
It was an amazing processional that would pretty much take up, it was like the length of Main Street, and it was one of those that it would process for a little while and then it would stop and have a performance number. and then it would process again. And they actually took portions of it, and those made their way to Florida's show.
Okay.
But no, just they had a enormous like puppet rhino that would like kind of meander its way down Main Street and just things like that. Yeah, Caleb coming in and talking about how much he enjoyed watching Lion King on VHS back in the day. Can't wait to celebrate 30th. Yes?
Those like puppets, kind of like the Broadway show?
They were very cartoony.
Okay.
So it was more like I don't know if it was I think I want to say it was more intended to be like a character roaming down the street that was an animated rhino than it was intended to be kind of that puppeteering that we saw with the way that it was realized for Broadway. Yeah. Doobie coming in and saying the best daytime parade. When it would stop and perform, they would pass out enormous those rain sticks to the people sitting along the parade route, and you would be shaking it to like join in with the rattling. And they had like really big looking doves. They look like doves, but it was like kind of like a kite on a string. And the parade performers would do those, and then they set up these poles, and performers dressed as various animals would climb up them and then it was like in front of you, above you. It was an amazing, if you go find it on YouTube, the Lion King celebration there at Disneyland. That parade was amazing. And I totally got just distracted thinking about that as we were looking at merchandise for the Lion King. But also, so that celebration's coming up this summer. As is always, each summer, Hallmark showcases the latest ornaments for the upcoming Christmas season. And Becca, man, the lookbook this year. Woo.
Yes. There's so much. We actually divided it into 2 articles. We're only going to talk about the July releases, but there's also several releases for October as well, which we'll revisit at a later date. But yeah, lots of Haunted Mansion stuff. I mean, some of it is ornaments. Some of it are those interactive elements that you still could put on your tree or on your display stand. I love that mouse guitar.
Right?
Yeah, like that's so cute. I have a picture. My mom has a picture of my dad when he was a kid that he got from his parents, and he has one of those mouse guitars. Like, it's just so cute.
Oh, look, Mary riding on her carousel horse.
I'm glad she's represented. This is the only ornament for Mary Poppins, but I'm glad that to see her in this selection. But yeah, there's like 60 some ornaments.
Becca's gathered up in the article for you. It'll be linked below, but I'm just flipping through a few of them that they showcased here for you to see as well. Oh, even a Precious Moments, Ursula. I pulled up this little video because this is an up ornament. And
it's me, Russell.
What are you doing out here, kid?
I found the snipe and I followed it under your porch, but this snipe had a long tail and looked more like a large mouse.
I love it. It's like a little scene from the movie, and so it's Russell and Mr. Fredrickson hanging there from a representation of the up insignia, so you can have that on your tree. Quite a few of these, like Becca said, they feature music or motion. The Woody's Roundup, it's going to have an instrumental version of the Woody's Roundup song. Moving into that world of Star Wars. Oh, you have
I know. Okay, we looked at this pop last week. The pop is definitely cuter.
Yes.
But if you want the Darth Maul on this, I forget what it's called. There's several different ways you can add these to your collection.
And as Gio points out, the mansion ones, they add to the ones from last year. There's interconnectivity with them. I'm not sure what Kyle's asking here, Becca.
Yeah, yes. I think he's just like, wait a minute, we're still in April and we're talking Christmas ornaments.
Okay, gotcha.
We have a Christmas tree in the background on some of these images. But it's April.
This ornament that's going to feature sound and motion. I tell all people all the time. This sequence is when I became a Star Wars fan.
Okay.
When Leia grabbed that rifle and she kicked that door open, and then they all ended up from that moment until they get out of this part. This is when like I was all in on Luke and everybody. I was in until the saga was complete. And, so I am excited. The one sad part for me is I do not see a Dianoga like actually here. So I'm sad about that, but it's okay. I'll forgive it. It's okay. So we've even got a Christmas stocking with the Rebel Starbird, along with the beautiful X-wing there in the foreground. This Mandalorian looks like he could just step right off the screen.
I know, it's quite cool and
that
so
dark saber
detailed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. With the detail on the saber, so impressive. Oh,
I know. Like, hi Grogu, you could come home with me.
And as Gio points out, even though they might be for Christmas, you can display them year round.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to share this because this to me is just funny, because it's clearly just this is not the actual figure in this model's hand here. This is
right. They're like
of the just sitting there, and so it makes it look almost like a giant. There's something about this photo that just kind of cracked me up, so I had to share it with all of you. Because it's like, okay, I understand you're trying to show me the context, the size of it, but yeah, it's not working. We've also got Echo and Tech helmets. These are only about an inch tall.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my favorite of the marbles, Becca.
I know, it's so great, right? Like, who doesn't want that hanging either on their tree or maybe even across a garland or something? Like, yeah, you could have so much fun with this.
Yep. And if you want something a bit more traditional, right? You've got Oogie Boogie. He's gonna have sound. You could go a little spooky. Bring in that, and this is gonna have a flickering flame, Becca.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. I do like this. I've seen the Hocus Pocus movie. I'm not into the hype, but I think this is really well realized. I like this a lot.
And along in that dream book, right, you've got Muppets, you've got Stitch, you've got the Golden Girls.
I know.
Be sure to check out the article for links to all of these. We often have affiliate links, and we will note when they are that in our articles. And when you make your purchase by stopping by Laughing Place first, then we receive a small commission on it. No additional charge to you, but it does bring a little bit of money into Laughing Place, and we appreciate your support by making your shopping first by stopping by Laughing Place. Oh, okay. So I couldn't get to the Cakeworthy site earlier today. I was getting a timeout, and and then I noticed this article from you, and I was wondering if the two are related. I don't know that they are, but wow. Lizzie McGuire, I love this denim jacket.
Yeah. No, it's a great denim jacket. Yes, I believe this collection is available. Like, it's the same at Cakeworthy. But sometimes we've seen Cakeworthy gets their own stuff first, of course, because it's their brand, and then the stuff comes over to Disney Store. Sometimes we get ahead of the game and see the stuff on Cakeworthy first. This time, I didn't see it till it was coming to Disney Store, but yes, I did look, and they're the same. They are the same.
Okay, so this is all over at Disney Store, so you can pick these up at a more familiar location. You can look and see if you've got any discounts that are applicable. I know from time to time they'll offer varying little discounts for APs or D23 members, but check out these brightly colored flowers on this denim jacket here.
It's so fun, and it's very like early 2000s. I think I'm a little bit older than Lizzie, so I wasn't quite, she's not one of my pals, but I do appreciate what they've done here, and I really like the color scheme.
I love the colors here. I remember going to see the Lizzie McGuire movie in theaters. I mean, I know I wasn't the target audience, but I still loved it. I had the album. I played the daylights out of it. So, this is what dreams are made of. Yeah, exactly. See, it is Lizzie McGuire for sure. Check her out here in her beautiful shoes. Ha! You just joined. Oh well, look, yeah, it's some Lizzie McGuire stuff happening over at Disney store. Long sleeved flannel. They've got a trucker hat, a denim jacket. So some really really nice things for Lizzie McGuire fans. It's nice to see her remembered again. I so many things that I would have bought when I was younger, and now, but no, it's fun because now it's like I have my own budget, so I can decide to buy it. Whereas before it wasn't my budget that I would be pulling from.
That's true. That's true. Yes.
nice to see. Those are all Cakeworthy items. I've bought Cakeworthy in the past. I've appreciated the quality of the items. They've held up well through several washes, things like this. So, but it's Cakeworthy, and it's over at Disney Store. We're going to move over to the world of EPCOT and some Norway items.
Yeah, this is really pretty. I'm disappointed that I don't live closer because I would absolutely have gone to check this out. I don't own any Lug items, but I'm really impressed with the designs that they have, and it looks like these are like perfect for the parks. They're smartly designed so that you can make it through your day with all of your essentials and still wear them in a fun way. But yeah, I really really love this. Gorgeous colors.
Oh, I love it. Jessica saying that she has a Lizzie hairband from the Happy Meal era, and also would love to see some That's So Raven stuff. I agree. I would love to see some That's So Raven items pop back up on Disney Store shelves. Meanwhile, apparently, Becca, your dog is singing. So whimpering along.
Oh, Rigby.
So I know it's approaching dinner time for Rigby. This lug pattern here from Norway, we've seen this embroidery design before. It's what we've seen on the mouse ears that they had there at the pavilion, along with some of like the hand towels and other items there at Norway. So it's nice to see them kind of continuing a bit of continuity as far as just a look, as it were, for Norway. Yeah, I'm eager to see these in person, this Norway bag. So I'll be there soon. So I'm gonna pop over there and hopefully get y'all some footage of it live and in person. So
that's awesome. I would love that.
The team over at RockLove, they're the ones with the beautiful fan jewelry. They're diving back into those Disney villains.
Yes, they've expanded their Disney, the iconic villains series with stacker rings and then a mix and match earring set. I love these. I love the colors. I like the whole mix and match element of it. The stacker rings are sold individually, whereas the mix and match earrings are one set with six different designs. So you'd have to buy two if you want to have everything match perfectly. But yeah, such a fun collection. And then these match the pendant necklaces that they released last year. So I love that they're keeping up with this.
Looking through the set, we have represented the villainous Ursula, Jafar, Yzma, Hades, Maleficent, and the Wicked Witch Evil Queen.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That is who is featured in the stacking set and stud earrings. And as Becca mentioned, that they have previously done pendants. And if you didn't catch those, be sure to take a look at those as well. RockLove, like I say, they are a fan-oriented brand, beautiful crafted jewelry, but with that fan in mind. So you're dealing with they have Pokemon, Marvel characters, as well as Star Wars and Disney. So a nice kind of a more fancy way to represent your fandom. Okay, now, do you watch Grey's?
I catch a little bit here and there, but I know I don't watch.
Okay, I'm too squeamish for a hospital show, but my sister has watched Grey's over the years, so apparently they're bringing it to Monopoly, huh?
They are, yes. USA Opoly is releasing a special edition version of Monopoly themed to Grey's Anatomy. Pre-orders are open now. I guess the idea is that you're kind of like managing the hospital. So you get to assemble, you don't play as a doctor, you're assembling your team of doctors, and then you have to deal with all sorts of like ridiculous things that happen. Can you handle the drama? Can you keep a cool head? Can you, pay your debts and
Oh, wow. Okay.
keep the hospital afloat?
Okay, so let's look at the tokens. The tokens are I'm not even sure what that first one is.
It's
is that the hospital?
It's a ferry boat, actually.
So it's a ferry boat.
Yep.
Okay.
At least that's what it says in the description.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a ferry boat. I can see that. And then we've got the typical hospital clipboard, hospital bag, your scrubs, your stethoscope, and then a scalpel.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are your options to move around the board. Oh yeah, kind of fun. And I like that. I do know Meredith Grey is Ellen Pompeo's character. She's kind of the one who narrates the series. The show started with her, then she left, but has popped back in. I know a little bit, but yeah, her face is featured there on the money that you use. And I believe in the show she partially owns the hospital.
Okay.
I think that's what yeah.
That strikes me as a storyline I vaguely have a recollection of as well. So if you're a fan or a fan, be sure to keep an eye out for the Grey's Anatomy Monopoly game. You'll find the link below and more information about it. So you can give it a look. In that world of Marvel, we've got a new art of book.
Yeah, if the cover is any indication of what's inside, and if the show, if you've watched the show, this is going to be such a gorgeous book. It's a hardcover book. It's coming out later this summer, I believe in August. And I love this series. I've watched both the first season and the second season. It's such a unique take on just Marvel in general and the characters that we've come to love. I think this is going to be fantastic to have a coffee table book celebrating the art of the show. Have you watched any of What If?
No, but I'm aware they exist because our team writes about them. If you want to know more about them, be sure to check out on Laughing Place, Mike Mack. He's our Marvel guy around here, and he'll keep you informed on all things happening within that Marvel world, including books like this that are available for pre-order. So thanks, Mac, for keeping us up to date on all things Marvel. Appreciate that. As far as that world of animation, you can see in the list right there, it says what we're covering. And this is kind of what's happening right now on Laughing Place. Inside Out 2 preview. That's actually Tony Betty, our animation guy here. And he got to go to the Pixar Animation Studios, and the filmmakers talked with him and other journalists about the upcoming film. They actually talked a little bit about the character design, kind of let them know more about who we're going to meet in the Inside Out 2, as well as kind of talk a little bit about what new adventures we're going to see from the characters we already know. So if you're excited or want to know more about the Pixar, be sure to check out that link on Laughing Place. Okay, so another franchise that falls under the Disney umbrella is Star Wars. And so we've got I love this headline, Becca.
Thank you.
Irritated. The Star Wars Sands of Tatooine collection will appease even the grumpiest fans. So apparently this is a beautiful celebration of Tatooine that will not get all over the place and irritate you.
Yes. Yeah, it makes it look a lot prettier than I'm sure it actually is. I mean, envisioning being on a desert planet with sand everywhere.
It brings out the best of Tatooine.
Yes, yes.
But this collection actually has a nice shimmer to it.
Yeah, it really does.
Much like sand. Sand itself has a bit of that shimmer when you're, right there on the beach. And so they've brought a little bit of that element to the designs. This twin sons of Tatooine in the Spirit jersey. This is pretty.
It is. It really is. We have bed sheets from Sobel Westex, which is part of their Star Wars line, and it's almost that the pink color there, and I forget what what the name of the color is, but it is in that, like, you know, Tatooine, that Jedi feel, and that's exactly what I get here. It's lovely. It's the shirt, yeah, like you're saying, the twin suns. I really like what they've done here.
Not sure if I would want. Yeah, okay, but it's not really. It's Tatooine.
No.
The nice thing here is instead of a gold or silver accent with the zipper, they've gone with a rose gold. So a nice choice as far as the accents on this Loungefly bag representing Tatooine. You have the Moisture Farmer accoutrements there, along with it looks to me like the Lars homestead.
That's what I was thinking too.
That's what I see when I see those silhouettes there. And if you're a Starbucks fan, they've even brought the designs to a Starbucks tumbler.
Yeah, and I like that they went with a little bit more of the like natural and brown colors. It still totally fits in with the collection, but I like that there's something that's distinguishing about it in terms of like the colors. So you still get that same vibe, that same feel, but it's just a little bit different.
And often with the world of Star Wars, we've got some Lego fun on the way. And I'm sorry, but this thing makes me laugh. Okay, so here, look.
I know.
What happened to poor Vader's head?
Well, isn't that the minifigure that fits in the body of the mech? I think is what it is.
No, that's exactly what it is. It's like I want to say they did it in Avatar, where they have like these enormous mechanized suits that they're using, and you sit the little person in. But when I first saw it, my mind went to that really dreadful but delightful Mario Brothers movie from way back there with Bob Hoskins, where they had the characters that had these tiny heads and huge bodies. And so that's what, but you know, he's cute. Mike Celestino, our Star Wars guy around here, he got to review it, play around with it. He's got a nice unboxing along with his kitty cat.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous cat. I love that his cat, you know, decided to make a cameo appearance here. I didn't notice it at first, and then I was like, what is that black fuzz? I was like, oh my gosh, it's a cat.
Yeah, I can never remember the name of his two cats. I always feel so bad. So I know one is Calico, and I can't remember the name of his other furry friend. So, but yeah, Mike did an unboxing video, so you can enjoy that. And yeah, see, I'm with you, Gio. Feels more Ninjago. Kind of grabs you.
I was even thinking a little Bionicle. Remember Bionicle? But yeah, Ninjago as well.
I think you're right. No, you're totally right. Bionicle is what I was thinking of, because my brother used to collect all those. Yeah, totally, Bionicles. Oh man, I haven't thought of those in a long time.
I know. This is like blast from the past. What I like about this set is that it's for kids, so it's at ages 6+, and it's something that, you know, like, yes, it's meant to be played with. A lot of times we feature Lego on Barely Necessities, and it's these beautiful, gorgeous, like, collector sets that have thousands of pieces that you're like, I'm gonna build it and display it, but this is like actually supposed to be played with.
And I'll love it forever and ever and ever.
I think, I've got my Millennium Falcon over here, and then the spaceship from the Lego movie. So yeah.
Too fun. Okay, I'm gonna share with everybody a game I enjoy playing. It's called Spot It. Look, check it out. So it's see, and they have a Disney 100 edition if you haven't seen it yet. And what it is it's a deck of cards like these, and you lay them out, and every card will have a pair, and so you play with your friends, and you know, try and see what the pair is on them. So I'm looking at this one, and I can't find the pair because my eyes aren't falling on it. Oh, but I found it finally. So there you go. So in this particular set right here, look, I'm going to pivot around here. See, there's Mulan. Okay. And there's Mulan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so it's a fun little game you can take with you anywhere. It's Disney 100. The game's called Spot It. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo, but you're looking for pairs. And lots of fun. And I thought I'd share it because I didn't know it was out there, and I just stumbled on it the other day. So I figured I'd play a little show and tell today and let everybody know about it. I found it on Amazon. So
That's fantastic. Yeah, Amazon oh my gosh, there's so much. I have a hard time keeping up, but yes, Amazon does have a lot of really cool things, a lot of Disney 100 things that are a little bit more, I think, accessible, a little bit more fun, a little bit more like designed to be used and played with, and not so much the items that we're, going to just display.
exactly. And speaking of things to find elsewhere, Becca, these are all the things that we've talked about on Laughing Place that we didn't talk about today. So what kind of stuff should people look for over on Laughing Place?
Well, we have Pintastic Tuesday, and that's over at Disney Store. There's some new releases, including a new starter set, because pin trading is back at Walt Disney World, which is super exciting. We talked about the Lion King 30th anniversary, and there's some Vault plush available at Disney Store featuring Pumbaa and Timon. We've talked previously about Mother's Day gift guide over at Disney Store, but there's still much more to check out. Don't miss out on getting mom some great gifts. And then over, I guess, what the Walt Disney World ambassador gave a preview of some of the Tiana's Bayou adventure merchandise.
So pretty. Oh
Yes.
man, the mouse ears are so pretty. Okay.
So I feel like we'll be seeing more of this stuff at Disney Store and obviously in the parks, but she did give us a little tease. And so we've got an article up about that. Also, if you're doing Run Disney, this weekend is the Springtime Surprise series of races, and they have some new merchandise, some fun ears, some finisher shirts, so things that aren't just they're related to the race, but you can purchase them even if you haven't, if you're not participating in the actual events, but you're there with friends and family. And then RockLove is going to be making their debut at C2E2 this year. So we'll be bringing you much more about that. But right now you can see what's going to be coming from their Star Wars collection. And then the Disney Dress Shop, it moved to a new location at Downtown Disney. And Mike C has some photos of that on our site.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Mike Celestino was in the dress shop today in Downtown Disney.
And
found 2 dresses.
He found 2 dresses. Yes.
Dresses in the dress shop.
Yeah, kind of fun because the dress shop photos have like almost no dresses, in the photos. Not because we couldn't find them, but because that's not what they're featuring right now. So
they had a Lily Pulitzer design and then an Encanto. The Madrigal home.
Oh, yes. Okay. Part of that, Spotlight collection and the Lily Pulitzer we've seen before.
Yep.
So I will say we're refeaturing the Let It Be puzzle review because we just found out that the original Let It Be, let me see.
Yeah, that's working.
Documentary from the 1970s is coming to Disney Plus exclusively. I think in May. So I've got a review on this puzzle that I did a long time ago. So check that out. And then finally, Mike has rounded up some of the new Star Wars Lego sets that will be arriving either right before Star Wars Day or on Star Wars Day. There's a lot of stuff to check out. So
so you'll be seeing a lot more Star Wars here over the next few weeks, I'm sure, because with May the 4th, right, Star Wars Day being just around the corner, it means that we're going to have a lot more Star Wars merchandise to be sharing. Caleb stopping by, saying thank you. Thank you to everybody who's watching. If you've been enjoying yourself, please give us a like. If you're a fan of Disney, subscribe, because we're here live often. On Mondays, we're talking Disney parks. On Tuesdays, we have merchandise. Throughout the week, we post videos from inside the park or interviews with people who are the creatives within Disney. So we're keeping you up to date on all the happenings within Disney and a lot of the magic too. So, fun around here. This evening, we're going to have a live Disney trivia show that starts at 7:30 Pacific. And you can compete head to head with fellow Disney fans and kind of showcase your Disney knowledge. And you can find that right here on this YouTube channel. So with that, I will say we will see you all real soon and have a good evening.